Welcome back to Midnight Who Extra, and today we're taking a look at a Doctor Who book. A Doctor Who book actually I've been wanting to review for a very long time. It is Who Killed Kennedy? Without a question mark. This Doctor Who book is a very unique one. When I saw it at Gallifrey last year, I was very intrigued by it. It sounded very interesting. It definitely sounded like a Doctor Who book I've never have read before. And I was really excited to read it. And I did read it pretty quickly after Gallifrey. And I've been wanting to read it, and I don't know if that's clear enough, but there is the whole plot of the book. The shocking secret linking a Time Lord and a president. That president happens to be John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated the day before Doctor Who started. So, this book is very unique. It is a Dr. Light story, so it's kind of like Love and Monsters, where you don't really see the Doctor very much, but you see the world of Doctor Who, and it combines a few things, and it makes a unique tale for the reader. And this is definitely a unique experience. For one, it is written by James Stephens and David Bishop. Now, the biggest thing about this, though, is that David Bishop put the fictional characters on as one of the authors, so it makes it look like David Bishop just took from this person's ideas and kind of helped finish up the story and kind of was a co-writer and telling the tale of this Who Killed Kennedy. So it definitely, already, right from the get-go, you know you're in for something very unique. So basically this is James Stephens. He is a journalist who is basically kind of starting to noticing some very interesting things happening. And he, of course, learns about UNIT. And, of course, with UNIT, he learns about this mysterious man who they have called the Doctor. And yes, that's where the Doctor kind of comes into play. And what's really cool about the story is, if you're a huge Third Doctor fan, this would definitely be a fun read, because there is so many Third Doctor era references, from the Daemons to sometimes even the Mind of Evil. You hear about the Master, UNIT, and you get all these references, and every time you catch them, like, oh, that's from Daemons, or that's from the Mind of Evil. And it really makes for a fun read, because as you're reading this, you're kind of like, oh, I know that story. And you get to see the other side of it, the other perspective of it. We saw the UNIT side with the Doctor investigating, but now you get to see a more journalist looking at these events and wondering, what is this all about? Now, of course, the title is Who Killed Kennedy? That is not the huge focus of the book. That's more or less, toward the end, that's when it kind of comes really into play. Definitely classic Doctor Who is finally when that kind of kicks in. When the Who Killed Kennedy part kicks in, is definitely classic Doctor Who. So, conspiracy novel. So, it's kind of in a conspiracy type of non-fiction style in a Doctor Who fiction book. So you get to see, like, all these kind of claims be made, and you get to see the author making kind of guesses of what's going on and kind of forming a conspiracy theory of who is this mysterious man known as the Doctor, and what is UNIT doing, and what is their involvement in these crimes. And it creates a very fascinating read, and it definitely kind of captivated me from page one, and I didn't want to stop reading it because it was one of those books that was just really a blast to read. So, let's talk about one of the most kind of aspects of this book I do think was kind of the worst part of the book. There is a classic companion returning in this book, of course, Dodo, who was a First Doctor companion, and her and James Stephens kind of start, having a relationship a little bit. And some stuff happens to Dodo in this book, which kind of definitely can catch you off guard. And, it's something that you don't really expect, especially to a classic companion. And it's kind of took me aback a little bit. Still, is a bold choice, I will say, but definitely one I did not expect. So yes, what do I overall think of Who Killed Kennedy? It is a really fantastic read. If you can find it, I definitely recommend you read it, especially if you're a fan of Doctor Who, just because you get to all these references, and you get to see the other side of the whole world of UNIT, and it is definitely a phenomenal read. And I'm glad I picked this up at Gallifrey, because I almost decided not to, but I said, just the back. If you guys can read, I'll put a picture of the back. It sounded like one of those books that was just amazing in a way, and I didn't even read it yet. And it turned out it definitely is, and this is definitely a Midnight Who Extra recommended book. So thank you guys for watching our very first book review of 2018. I hope there's many more of these coming in the future. I have another book already in the lineup probably next month, and it's definitely another fantastic book. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that. So you can click that subscribe button and that bell notification to get all of our videos every Monday and Wednesday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.